Hey YouTube, and today is a review day, and the tobacco I'm reviewing today is a GLP's blend, and I quite like GLP's blends. At the moment I'd say my favourite was Lagonda, but this is quite nice. It is called Odyssey. Now Odyssey is a medium to strong blend, but it isn't too strong. I'd say it had more depth than strength, if that makes sense. Now, as always, I've started making a review about midway through, nearly down to the bottom. And what can you say about this? Well, the tobaccos in this case are a stove dark Virginia. There's some red Virginias in there, but there's very little Virginia content in this. It is mainly Orientals and Latakia. In this case I think it's Cypriot Latakia. And what can we say? Well, it's a ribbon cut. It's quite a thick ribbon cut on the Latakia, with the Virginias being cut smaller, and the Orientals in this are a nice open texture. There we go. It's a nice dark colour. It's mainly like, you can see some dark stowed Virginias in there, but it's mainly the Latakia and the Orientals that show through best in this blend. Now when it comes to tin smell, you get the Orientals and the Latakia. You don't really get the Virginias coming through, because they're only a minor component in this, I think. You do get, it's not really a scent, you get a sense of sweetness from the Virginias, I think. There's definitely a sweet background to the tone of this tobacco. Now the smell reminds me of, or you get that classic mushroomy smell, tones of leather, sort of vellumy sheepskin, slight spicy tones. A very faint herbal smell. Yeah, like a sort of dried herby smell as well. Now when you first light this is nearly, well, midway, nearly finished really. I'd say you got quite a hit of Latakia, and you think at first, oh, it's just going to be Latakia. But after a while, after a little while anyway, you get a sort of the Orientals coming through, and you don't taste the full-on Virginia, but I've noticed that you get a slight sweetness from the Virginias, and they're helping support the Orientals and the Latakia in this. And then as the bowl continues, it softens out a bit. It becomes more about the Orientals and Latakias. They sort of change position. You still get that slight sweetness and slight spicy tones as well. Now I notice when you get down to the bottom, it becomes more strength comes through, a slight more depth. It's not strong, it's more of a depth than a strength. You get a slight creaminess from the smoke, but it's slightly clean. It's like a clean smoke. Kind of refreshing. Mmm. This is a very nice tobacco. I haven't really had a bad GLPs though so far. They make some very good tobaccos. Mm. One tip I would say with this, I'd buy some and smoke it, but I'd buy some extra tins and cellar them away. I think if you cellar this tobacco, it will come out very nice. All in all, I'd say it was worth buying, and a very nice tobacco indeed. I'd say my favourite at the moment was Steel Lelagonda, but I think this is going to make some spots in my rotation. Not all the time, but definitely some. I think they used the Latakia very well in this, and it's a nice balance. I think it isn't full on a completely zen-like smoking experience, because the Virginias, they're a bit in the background, but I think they've treated the tobacco with some respect. I think it definitely comes across well. I think I will buy this again. Now I got to try this because Eric Austin Lee gave me a sample, and I really enjoyed it and bought some more myself, and I've really continually enjoyed it ever since. And this is my first full tin of it. I've smoked about half the tin. It's very nice. I'm going to investigate more of these GLPs blends, and I'll post some reviews on them. But all in all, I'm quite pleased with them so far. Oh, and by the way, it's AGS Mom Amber's birthday today, so happy birthday! I hope you have a really nice time, and you just enjoy yourself. Oh well, see ya!